Hi there, it's Mr. Logue, and these are the reading activities to do after you have listened to or read chapters 20 and 21 of The Other Side of Truth by Beverly Naidu. Right, let's have a look. So, chapter 20 is entitled Sea of Faces. Here's some discussion questions for you and the people you're listening or reading with. There's a quote. It struck Sade that the only green in Greenslade's Priory was in its name and on the children's paintings on the walls inside. What do you think Sade means by this? 2. What does that suggest could be different between Presentation High, Sade's school in Nigeria, and Greenslade's primary school? 3. Make a list of all the differences Sade describes or alludes to between Presentation High and Avon's school, where she has now been sent. Pause the video now and come back to it once you've completed those 3 questions. Right, here come some possible answers. Sade quite possibly means that there's no grass, fields, trees, or even plants at Greenslade's Primary. The lack of greenery is really obvious to Sade, so possibly that's a really big difference to the schools she goes to in Nigeria, Presentation High. Let's have a look at some of those differences between Avon School and Presentation High. There's a high wire fence at Avon School. She sees the colour of crisp packets as the only real colour. Female teachers wearing trousers. Pupils not wearing correct uniform. Pupils wearing makeup. Pupils being noisy. Boys and girls at the school. Pupils only shift slightly, so don't seem to respect adults and teachers. And Sade doesn't offer to carry the teacher's books, and none of the other children do either. So Presentation High, we get the impression that there's possibly no fences there, as it's something Sade immediately notices. We get the impression that probably the school in Nigeria she goes to is clean and tidy, with flowers and greenery. She definitely says that female teachers don't wear trousers there. There's a very strict uniform policy, unlike Avon School. Pupils definitely didn't wear makeup. And we can assume that pupils were not noisy. Sade went to a girls-only school. Pupils are following strict instruction and respect their teachers. And Sade definitely, and probably other pupils, it's the custom or politeness for them to carry teachers' books for them. Right. On to chapter 21. Here's your discussion questions for when you have read or listened to the chapter. 1. What things happen during Sade's English class that make her feel uncomfortable? And 2. In the cloakroom, Marcia and Donna intimidate Sade. A time when you have been intimidated, either in school or outside of school. Pause the video now, have a discussion, jot down some answers, and then come back to the video when you've written down your answers. Right, so here's some possible answers for that first question, the things that make Sade feel uncomfortable. Someone makes fun of her when she writes her name. Someone makes this comment that people don't need to spell in the bush, referring to where Sade has come from. Mr. Morris has talked about African customs with the class before she arrived. She feels that all eyes were on her. Girls behind her were talking under their breath. And Marcia and Donna say the new Africa girl will become a favourite. I think all those things make Sade's first morning in that class very uncomfortable. So I hope you've had a chance to discuss any time you might have felt intimidated or in a situation similar to Sade, either in school or outside. Here is your extended writing tasks based on chapters 20 and 21. You can choose to complete one, some, or all of these 4 tasks. 1. Find out more about schools in Nigeria and discuss any similarities and differences with your school. Bear in mind that this book, The Other Side of Truth, was written in 2000, so Nigerian schools are more than likely quite different to the description Sade gives of them. That was 20 years ago. Second option, write about your first day at school, or if you've started at a new school at any point in your life, your first day at a new school. Describe what happened, who you met, and how you felt. 3. Write about a time in your life when you felt intimidated, either in school or outside of school. And 4. Mr. Morris set the children this task in chapter 21. Write about a place that was very special to you when you were younger. Use words that make people feel they can see, hear, or even smell the place when they read your writing. Hopefully you enjoy one, some, or all of those writing tasks, and I look forward to reading them in the future. Bye for now.